guys, welcome back to ECE TechNest. In this lecture, we will be discussing about the first module of VLSI, that is Introduction to CMOS Circuits. So this is first the introduction about CMOS circuit. This is the MOS structure. MOS structure consists of metal, oxide and substrate, and the oxide used is silicon dioxide, that is SiO2, and the substrate used is p-type silicon substrate, and it has terminals such as the gate terminal and as well as the substrate terminal, and VG is the gate voltage, that is the voltage present at the gate terminal, and Vs is the substrate voltage, which is the voltage present at the substrate terminal. So this is the symbol of a MOS structure. This is the symbol of a MOS structure. Next is the cross section of the NMOS transistor. NMOS transistor uses P substrate along with the N2 N plus regions, and it uses bulk silicon as a substrate. Next, here we have three terminals. One is the source, another one is the gate and drain. So a polysilicon layer is created between two N plus diffused regions, and also an SiO2 layer is created. So the law introduced in this chapter is Moore's law. Moore's law states that the transistor count will double after every 26 months or 2 years, and it was proposed by Gordon Moore. And this is how the graph keeps increasing as the transistor count as well as the years keep increasing, and the minimum feature size shrinking 30% every 2 to 3 years. Minimum feature size would mean the channel length keeps reducing by 30% every 2 to 3 years. This is the structure of PMOS transistor. That is, first we have the N substrate, and we have two P plus diffused regions, that is the source, gate and three terminals, that is source, gate and drain. Here you can see this is the symbol of NMOS structure, and it does not have any bubble here, but in PMOS structure we use a bubble here, as NMOS and PMOS both are complementary to each other. Next, we'll discuss about transistor as gate, transistor as switches, where the major function is through the gate terminal. In NMOS transistor, here you can see this is the symbol of NMOS transistor, that is gate, drain and source. When G is equal to 0, that is the gate terminal has a 0 voltage, the current flowing from drain to source is off. In case of NMOS, the transistor acts as an open switch when G is equal to 0, and when G is equal to 1, there is a path for flow of current from drain to source terminal, and hence the transistor is in the on condition, or the switch is in on condition. Next, coming to the PMOS structure, that is, here you have a bubble, as the PMOS and NMOS are complementary to each other, and when G is equal to 0, the PMOS turns on, and hence the switch is in on condition. When G is equal to 1, the PMOS is in off condition, and hence there is no path for current flow from drain to source. Complementary MOS or CMOS. CMOS is formed by a combination of NMOS and PMOS. So this is how CMOS is formed. NMOS will be in the pull down network, and PMOS will be present in the pull up network. It is connected to the input, and hence the combination of NMOS and PMOS together gives the output, that is the CMOS. So here we'll see the functioning. When the pull down is in off condition and pull up is in on condition, the output obtained is 1, which means in pull down NMOS is turned off, and in pull up PMOS is turned on, and hence you will get the value from the VDD or the VCC that we supply, and hence the output is 1. Coming to the next condition, that is pull down network is on and pull up network is off. In this condition, here you can see it is directly connected to the ground. When it is directly connected to the ground, that output obtained is 0. Next is when pull down network is off and pull up network is also off, then it goes to high impedance state, that is Z, and the values obtained are in floating point values. And when the pull down is on and both pull up and pull down both are on, it goes to X, that is the crowbar state. Next we'll discuss about the functioning of NMOS and PMOS when connected in series and parallel. Here you can see this is NMOS connected in series. When two NMOS are connected in series, we have to check the condition by considering A and B as values 0 and 1. There will be 4 different combinations when A and B are considered. That is, when two variables are taken, there are 4 different states that is possible. That is 0, 0, 0, 1, 1, 0 and 1, 1. Here you can see when A is 0, the switch is in off state, and B is 0, then the switch is in off state, and hence totally it is in off state when both NMOS are connected in series. Next is when the value of A is equal to 0 and B is equal to 1. When A is equal to 0, the transistor or switch is in off state and hence no path for current flow, whereas B is a closed switch or it's in on state, but there is no path for current to flow, and here there is a breakdown in the connection, and hence the circuit is in off state. Next is 1, 0. When 1, 0 is connected, the first transistor is in on condition, whereas the second transistor is in off condition, and hence the total transistor is again in off condition. Next is when A is equal to 1 and B is equal to 1. As there is path for current flow, the transistor acts in the on state. Next we'll discuss about two PMOS connected in series. PMOS turns on when it is 0 and turns off when it is in state 1. So here when A equal to 0 and B equal to 0, the PMOS is in on state, and when A is equal to 0, B equal to 1, it's in off state. And similarly, the other two states like A is equal to 1 and B equal to 0, and A equal to 1 and B equal to 1, it is completely in the off state. Next we'll discuss about two NMOS connected in parallel. When two NMOS are connected in parallel, there are two paths for the flow of current from terminals A to B. When A is equal to 0 and B is equal to 0, the transistor is in off state, whereas when A is equal to 0 and B is equal to 1, there is path for current flow, and hence it is in on state as this path is functioning, and hence current reaches from A to B. Whereas in the next one, when A is equal to 1 and B equal to 0, there is one-way path for travel of current from A to B terminal. Next is from where A equal to 1 and B equal to 1, the transistor is in on state as current flows from terminal A to B. So the next condition is when two PMOS are connected in parallel. PMOS turns on only when it's in state 0. So here you can see in the first one the transistor is in on state as current flows in both the ways. In the second one, A is equal to 0 and hence current flows through this path. In the third one, the current flows through this path that is shown here. And in the last one, A is equal to 1 and B is equal to 1 and hence the transistor remains in the off state. In the further lectures, we'll discuss about some problems and the design of combinational logic gates using switches. Thank you.